been a pick off, a second out of the inning. Runner at first. Steel City down by 2. This brings up Alec Inglemore. Inglemore has a base hit today. Batting .500 in the tournament, 3 for 6. Fastball upstairs, and Phillips says, well, we'll try to get another one. Picked off and not in time. Looking in at the signs is Caden Parsons. Throw back over to first. Sliding back. Machiochi, the second baseman, made a smart play playing in behind the runner, knowing he went too far the last time, too aggressive. And Zach Phillips, he just threw a strike, and there's no way that the runner's going to get back to the bag. And Machiochi just ran him towards third and threw over the fence, and he just applied the tag. We'll see a 2-4-5 pickoff every day. Phillips throws again. Close. We've seen some nice arms. You know, David Hartman for the Steel City Select has a nice arm, but I tell you, Zach Phillips, he's saying, hey, I can. He said he can come up from behind the plate, too. Strike. T-Boltz defeating the Select yesterday, 5-1. Strike 2 called. The winner will take on the Wheelhouse Arsenal, coming from this 5-team tournament, coming from the 4 seed, advancing to the championship. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 complete in the books, 2-0. The T-Boltz with the lead will return. It's the 9th annual Battle the Bat Baseball Tournament on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports. Kobe Smalira at the plate now for the Valley T-Boltz. Alex Mortier on the mound for the Steel City Select. Smalira with a base hit in this game. Swung on and missed at that one. Kobe batting .250 in the tournament. Swung on, chop. Get play by the coach. Fouled away. Championship game due up next. Curveball, that's swung on, and that's going to go into left field, deep left field. And did he make the catch or not? Nope. Yep, he did. Good job there by the left fielder. What a catch. Nate Demchek, little general instant replay. What a catch by Demchek. One out in the inning. And there's a chopper, slow to second. Flip over to first in time. Quickly 2 down. Preston Majochi, 4-3 put out. Quickly 2 down. And this will bring up Garrett Berg is due up in the lineup. Number 5 is at the plate, Max Robinson. I think this is Garrett Berger. Pitch outside.
I think this is Garrett Berger. They've got different jerseys. Max has a white jersey. He's got
a okay, so there are 2. Okay. So it is Garrett Berger. He's ahead of the count, 3-0. Garrett. Here comes the pitch from Mortier. Taken for a strike. Here comes the 3-1, and that is going to be drilled down the right field line. Just fouled by Garrett Berger. So he just missed a base hit. So the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down here. The top half of inning number 4. T-Boltz ahead 2-0 over to Steel City Select. Strike 3. And the side's retired. We're heading to the bottom of 4. 2-0 is your score. T-Boltz ahead. Battle of the Bat Baseball Tournament on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports. Caden Parsons in for his 3rd inning of work on the mound for the Valley T-Boltz. His team leading at 2-0 here. Heading to the bottom half of inning number 4. See the line score on the graphics. Ethan Bentram at the dish now for the folks from the Commonwealth of the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Chopper to short. Caden Bergen throws across. 6-3 put out. Quickly, 1 pitch, 1 out. Boy, I tell you, Caden Bergen, who made that last put out, just think, he came in, inherited a bases-loaded situation, 1 out in the first inning, shut the door down, and then handed over to Caden Parsons, and Parsons has done his job since. Nelson now at the plate. 0 for 1 in this game. Cole is hitless in 4 plate appearances, reached base twice via a walk, and scored a couple runs. How many times in this tournament have we gave the individual stats and we've said someone's walked 3 times, they scored 3 runs? And, you know, a lot of base on balls issued in this tournament has resulted and come home to roost and resulted in runs. One and 2 the count. Cole Nelson for Caden Parsons. Just low, 2-2. The Valley T-Boltz, they defeated this team yesterday 5-1, losing last night to Beaver Valley, Pennsylvania, who was the 1 seed coming in, and they were eliminated in the last game by the Wheelhouse Arsenal. Payoff pitch coming up now to Nelson. He's walked 3 times now in the tournament. Each time he's walked, he has scored a run. Here comes Jaden Brown. Brown 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. He has a hit. He scored a couple runs. He's walked once in the tournament. Strike. Tell you, perhaps like to see him bunt a little bit more, utilize his speed. Jaden Brown. There's a chopper to short. Bergen flips over to second for 1, over to first, nowhere near, and the throwing error is going to put Jaden Brown at second base. They'll go 6-4 on a force out, E4. Miguel Ramirez, hitless in a plate appearance in this game so far in the trip to here in Harrison County. He's batting .250 with 2 RBIs and a walk. One of those RBIs was a sac fly to the outfield. Throw down to second by Zach Phillips. Jaden Brown getting dirty. Here comes a little general instant replay right here. As they turn it over at Preston Mayochi with the throwing error. And then watch the throw and the slide into second base. And that's provided a dirty uniform for Jaden Brown. And he had to dive back into second base just a couple pitches ago. A single will definitely score him. The select down by 2. Check swing. Ramirez, favorite athlete is the Rock. Throw to second, not in time. I was joking around last night, said if this young man goes yard, just do the people's elbow on home plate. Curveball swinging. And a miss. 2-2. Whereas high heat with movement on it. Parsons is a pitch away from getting out of a slight jam. Curveball. And it's late. Foul back to the screen. Miguel Ramirez stays alive at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch again from Caden Parsons. Miguel Ramirez, that's going to be a wild pitch. Runner moves over to third, and Jaden Brown. Steel City, they just need to score a run in the worst possible way right now. Eliminate that goose egg off that scoreboard on their side. Ramirez adjusting the batting gloves. Caden Parsons looking in at the signs of Zach Phillips. Here comes the payoff. Swung on, chopper to short. Caden Bergen, couple pats with the glove, throws over to first in time. And the inning's over. We are heading to the bottom of 4, 2-0. The Valley Thunderbolts with the lead. It's the Battle of the Bat baseball tournament from Bridgeport on Video Productions. It's presented by Tournament Time Sports. Joe Kinzer, Brian Shepard, Aaron Sims with you at the Bridgeport Recreation Complex in North Central West Virginia. Battle of the Bat baseball tournament, 9th annual event here. 2-0, the Valley Thunderbolts out of Bethesda, Ohio, leads the team from Pittsburgh to Steel City Select. Zach Phillips, catcher at the plate. He showed off his arm, picking off a runner earlier. He's ahead of the count now, 3 balls and no strikes. Phillips trying to earn his 3rd walk of the tournament, and he does. That's a leadoff walk now for Zach Phillips. First walk of the game issued by Mortier. Garrett Bergen will be the courtesy runner at first base. And this brings up the pitcher, Caden Parsons. 4 innings of scoreless relief ball last night, and he's worked 3 scoreless innings here today. First pitch has swung on. Bouncer to second. Gobbles him up a little bit. That's going to be an error. And throw down to third base. It gets away. And that's going to be 3 errors. And a run will score. So that we'll have to do a little general instant replay just to get the official scoring on that one. But looks like that's going to be 3 errors and a run scored. It's now 3-0. Runner at second base. Well, that's 1 throwing error. E6. That's going to be E5. A couple throwing errors. E5 throwing. Yeah, so it's 2 throwing errors. That's 4 errors now in the game for the Steel City Select. Kickoff move. Close. And the throwing errors have led directly to these 3 runs. Berga takes a strike. They've got 2 errors on the shortstop in this game, 1 on the second baseman, 1 on the first baseman. David Hartman with a nice job of keeping the ball in front of him. And that misses for a ball. So the Valley T-Boltz, they've taken advantage of fielding woes from this select team.
Seconds right behind the base, kid. Seconds there. Nobody. Nope.
Ball in the dirt again. Hartman with another stop.
Hey, gotta come to you. Take a base. All right, gotta come to you or take a base.
Runner at second, still nobody out. Run already in. It's 3-0.
Back! Hey, you got plenty of time. One more. Good. Nobody. Nope.
Ball forward. That's another walk. So runners on first and second.
Come on, Max. Come on, kid.
And we're going to have a meeting on the mound. We'll return right after this on Video Productions.
Nobody now, all right? In the air, we're part way. Look, I'll let you know. Anything in the air, you're halfway in love. Round, we got to roll.
Christian Cropper now on the mound for the Steel City Select All-Stars. He comes from Eaton Christian Academy. And first pitch swung on, fouled up, out of play. Favorite baseball player and athlete, Jose Altuve. Wants to major in sports marketing. Adam Sandler, his favorite actor. So it's the first time we've seen him in this tournament.
Nobody.
Here comes the pitch outside for a ball. Max Robinson at the plate, 0 for 2. He's drove in a run. Ball outside, 2-1 the count. 2 on, 1 out, 1 in here in the bottom half of inning number 4, 3-0 your score. Breaking ball, out of play. Fouled off to the right.
Hey, let's move them.
Christian Cropper in relief.
Let's move them, Max. Come on, kid.
Cropper from the stretch. Curveball upstairs.
Good job. Hey, move 'em. Let's move 'em.
Time being called. Winner takes on the Wheelhouse Arsenal coming up next in the 9th annual Battle of the Bat Tournament from Bridgeport. Here comes the 3-1. Ball 4, bases loaded. Bases full of T-Boltz right now.
Get something to hit, right? Need something.
And Joe Wise is coming up to the plate, hitless in 2 appearances today.
Right, anything here, front way.
Batting 1 for 5, 200 in the tournament. Looking for his first runs batted in.
Here we go. Something you can drive, Joe. Something you can drive. Head.
Strike.
All right.
1-1 the count.
Come on.
Christian Cropper digging in on the mound. Looks in, works from the stretch. Outside. Ball 2. Infield playing in all the way around, trying to cut off a run. Ball 3. Wise is 1 pitch away from driving in his first run of the tournament. And that's the first run batted in. 4-0. The T-Boltz only with 2 base hits in this game. Nick Fensel, the third baseman. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Hitless in 6 official plate appearances, walked 1 time, and he's scored a run. Gets stopped by Hartman. Cropper unable to find the strike zone right now. Infield remains in. Swung on, lifted up, out of play in the foul ground. Giving chase. Good hustle there by Cole Nelson and Ethan Benchram. Unable to make the play, just a strike. 1-1. Bases loaded, infield playing all the way in.
Hey, ready to move. Let's go.
Cropper looks into Hartman. Strike. Nice pitch. 1-2 the count.
Something in the outfield right here, kid. Come on.
Got a breeze outside.
Plus, Max.
Here comes the 1-2. Curveball again, popped up. Hartman coming back, out of play. Count remains at 1-2. Big crowd here on hand today. Got multiple games here. Got 13 and under. This is the 17 and under. Got one. You had the one game in the 13 and under. Went 10 innings. Hartman with another good stop.
Good discipline. Hey, good discipline. Here we go, kid.
2-2.
Plus couple, Max.
Ball 3. Cropper is a pitch away from walking in another run.
Come on, Nick. Come on, kid. Plus couple, Max. Plus couple, Joe.
Swung on. That's lifted into right field, right at the right fielder. That's going to be another out. Good, strong throw. And that saves a run. Everyone had to hold. That was sharply hit. But Brock White with an excellent job. 2 away. Kobe Smolera, 1 for 2. Batting .250 in the tournament overall with the double. Chopper to third. Throw to home. Apply to tag. This will bring up Preston Mayochi. Alec Inglemore with a nice gun down to the runner at home. So Cropper with back-to-back outs. Top half of inning number 5. Nice breaking ball by Cropper. That's his money pitch right now. Time limit over approaching 31 minutes, so looks like that we should have a 6th full inning. Swung on, and that's lifted into right field. Camping under it is going to be Brock White. He'll make the catch. Damage has been done. 2 more runs already in, heading to the bottom of the 5th. Valley T-Boltz leading at 4-0. This is the Battle of the Bat Tournament on Video Productions.
Tournament Time Sports
invites you to the 2021 baseball season. This is your time, your opportunity, your chance to take the field with some of the most elite youth baseball teams in the region. You do not want to miss this opportunity. Join us in 2021. Be part of a better future. USSSA sanctioned events. West Virginia State Power Rankings. PBR scouted events. Premier venues. And much more. For more information visit us at www.tournamenttimesports.com. Tournament Time Sports. Investing in West Virginia youth baseball.
Going to the bottom of 5, the T-Boltz only with 2 base hits, but they've taken advantage of 3 errors and also had a runner to be walked in, and they have a 4-0 lead. Aiden True at the plate, leading off the bottom of 5 now for the Steel City Select. There's a ground ball to first. Handling himself. 3 unassisted, quickly 1 down. Kobe Smolera, he's played a good first base here today. Caden Parsons still in there, shutting down the door. Jensen Helmuth came on. Only got 1 batter out. Bases loaded. Caden Berg in the bottom half of the first inning came in, got the final 2 outs, and Caden Parsons has been in ever since. Pitch high and tight to David Hartman. He's had a workout behind the plate. I tell you, he's a nice defensive catcher. Strong arm. We've seen nice backstop play all tournament long by all these catchers. Hartman hitting .200. Swung on, and that's going to be a second base hit of the tournament. Strong hit in the center field. 1 out hit. 4th hit of the game now for the Steel City Select. This brings up right fielder Brock White. A couple of nice plays in the top half of the inning. He showed off a Larry Walker arm with nobody out. It was hit sharply to him in right field, and he threw home with the bases loaded and no advancement. Snap throw over to first. Close. Brock White, hitless in 5 official plate appearances. This Steel City Select team hitting under 200 for the tournament. 4 big errors today. Two errors led to 3 runs. Ball coming from another field of play. Home plate umpire's going to dust off the dish. Now Brock White will step back in. Nate Demchek due up next. Then you go back to the top of the order. Upstairs. So we should be able to get 6 innings in this game because of the time limit. No time limit in the championship round, and there's a walk. So the select now out of Pittsburgh. Runners on first, second, 1 down, and Nate Demchek. Nate, a strikeout victim in this game. Hitless in 3 official plate appearances. He has walked twice. He's drove in a run and scored a run. Caden Parsons having to bear down here. Bunnett's in. Take the bat back, and it's 1-0. Well, I tell you what, Zach Phillips, he'll let the runners know that he's keeping an eye on you. I mean, he'll fire it around all over the place. He's already picked off 1 runner today. Two 2-0 the count to Nate Demchek. Runners on first and second, 1 down. The Steel City Select down by 4, 2-1. Caden Parsons yet to allow run-in relief. And that's going to be a pass ball. It's by Phillips. Runners will move up a base. So a couple runners in scoring position now, second and third. Count goes to 2 balls and 1 strikes. This will be pitch number 58 now for Caden Parsons. Ball 4. So the bases are now loaded. And there's going to be a meeting on the mound. And the Steel City Select down by 4. They're threatening here. In the bottom half of the 5th inning, we'll be back. Preston Miocci now back. He's going to be on the mound for the first time in this tournament. He's from Logan High School in Circleville, Ohio, going to be a junior to be. First pitch in there for a strike. Ball one. So Joe Wise will go to second base. That's lifted up out of play. And Caden Parsons will head over to left field. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss. Apply the tag to a runner. That's going to be out number 2. Nope. Excuse me, 1 and 2. They said he just got a foul tip of it. Just barely. Just barely got a piece of it. Swung on. That's going to be looped into right field. And that will score 2 runs. And the lead's cut in half now, 4-2. It's a 1 out, 2 RBI single. This will bring up now Alex Mortier. So Ethan Ferris with a couple of RBIs. Ferris now with 3 RBIs in the battle of the bats. Little general instant replay right here. So finally the Steel City Select on the board. Runner for first is going. Phillips says, nope, I'm not going to throw down. So now the tying run is in scoring position. Nothing in 1 to count. 4-2 your score. Bottom half of inning number 5. Nice backhanded stop by Zach Phillips. Mortier with a base hit, and he's walked in this game. Out of the strike zone again by Miocci. Mortier batting 2 out of 4 in the battle of the bats. He's walked a couple times. Comes Preston Miocci to the plate. Swing and a miss. Count now even at 2. The sun now beaming down. Means poor old Aaron Sims might be going on even a more layer of sunburns. All right, here comes the 2-2 in the dirt. Phillips with the stop will have a payoff pitch. Preston Miocci back on the mound. Going to dig in here. Here comes the payoff. Swing and just staying alive. Just getting a piece of it was Alex Mortier. So the Valley Thunderbolts was cruising to a 4-0 lead, and the Steel City Select, they threatened all game long, and finally they played 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. They have 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. Ball 4, bases loaded. The winner will take on the Wheelhouse Arsenal. And we may have another pitching change. We'll be back with more on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia. But what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100-plus stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated.
Well, Nick Fensel now, he's on the mound. The Wheeling Park Patriots sucked. Has a 4.67 earned run average in 3 innings of relief in the tournament. 3 runs, 2 earned, and 3 innings of work. 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks. First pitch swinging and fouled back to the screen. So Fensel is on the mound. Miyoshi goes back to second. Max Robinson comes into play. Max Robinson's at second. Miyoshi goes to center, and Joe Wise will be at third. 4-2 game. So, again, Joe Wise is at third. Max Robinson. Or Max Robinson's at second. Joe Wise is at third. And Preston Miyoshi goes to center field. Swing and a miss. Nick Fensel. He's trying to impersonate Caden Berga in the first inning in relief. He's ahead of the count, 1-2. And the ball gets away from the catcher, but Karen's in front of him towards the first base side of the mound, and Fensel jumping off the mound immediately for the save. 2-2. There comes the pitch. Outside for a ball. 3-2 the count. Inglemore trying to get on base any way he can. 1 for 2 in this game. Batting just under 500 in the tourney. Time's being called. Huh? It's been a pitching carousel for the Valley T-Boltz in this game. And the ball gets away. It's ball 4. It's going to be a walk. It's now 4-3. Bases remain loaded. Ethan Bentram. Ethan so far hitless in 1 plate appearance. He's reached base on a walk. hitless in 3 plate appearances. He has walked 4 times. And there's another wild pitch. Another run's going to score. Runners will move up a base. Now we're tied at 4. It's a brand new game. So the Valley Thunderbolts, they scored 4 unanswered. Helped out by errors, walking in a run, and now the Select, they're being obliged right back. Runners on second and third. This game is tied in the bottom half of inning number 5. 11 minutes now in the time limits. Ball high, 2-1. Swung off out off to the right, 2-2. Nick Fensel doing his darndest to try to get his team in the dugout in a tied game, heading to the, if we make it to a top of 6. Ball high. Ball gets out of the glove of Phillips momentarily, but he's able to retrieve it. And the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ethan Benchram. Cole Nelson due up next. The winner will take on the Wheelhouse Arsenal for the championship game. Ball 4. Oh, Phillips tried to jerk it down to strike zone and frame it, just couldn't do so. So the bases are now loaded again. Cole Nelson at the plate, walking. He has walked. He's 0 for 1. In the tournament, he is hitless in 4 plate appearances. He has walked twice, and he scored 2 runs. Outside for a ball. The team from Bethesda, Ohio, in trouble here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Steel City Select trying to revenge that loss from this T-Boltz team yesterday at 5-1. 1-1 the count. Swung on, fouled up, out of play, 1-2. No. Nelson has struck out a couple times. This is a critical out right here because Jaden Brown's on deck. And no disrespect to that young man, but he has struggled mightily at the plate during this tournament. It's a key at bat right here. 2-2. Swung on. And that is going to be into left field. Ate up by the shortstop. That's going to score 2 runs. And how are you going to score that? Going up inside on it. It was sharply hit. Jaden Brown now at the plate. Runners on second and third. 6-4 your score. Looking at the Little General instant replay here. Sharply hit. Tried to backhand it. Hit. Error. Yeah, he tried to backhand it. So there'll be an error. Brown attempting to bunt. Bunted right through it. Second error of the game now for the T-Boltz. Still only 1 down. Swing and a miss. So the Steel City Selects in the driver's seat. 6 unanswered runs all here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 1-2 the count. Let's see what the count officially is. Runners on second and third, one down. Time called. Nick Fensel digging in. Less than 6 minutes remaining in the time limit. Swung on, and that is going to be a base hit into left field. The second hit of the tournament for Jaden Brown. That's going to score a run. It's now 7-4. Runners remain on the corners, and it's not if, but when Jaden Brown is going to take off for second base. And Miguel Ramirez at the plate. Now here's the thing. If the Valley Thunderbolts can't get off the field in time, they won't have an opportunity to bat in the sixth inning. A little general instant replay. Brown only took one pitch for him to go down to second base. 7 runs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Fouled away by Ramirez. Well, if the Steel City Select can keep on hitting here at the bottom of the 5th, the game will be called because of the time limit. Up high, 2-1. T-Boltz, they can put up some runs, but they need to get back in the dugout. Swung on, fouled up, out of play, 2-2. It was a 4-0 game for the Valley Thunderbolts coming into the bottom half of the 5th inning, and then the Steel City Select 7 unanswered, and they're still batting. Fensel from the stretch. Swung on, chopped to second, and that's going to be off the glove of the second baseman. They'll be in there. They'll score a run. That's going to be a throwing error. Huh? Only going to give one error. 2 runs will score. Nine to 4. Aiden True, the extra hitter. Second time he's batted around here, or second time he's hit this inning. 3 errors now for the T-Boltz. 3 in the inning. All 3 came in this inning. Ramirez, big lead at first. That hit him. Ramirez will move up to second. A little over 2 minutes left, and that is that unofficial or official? Okay. Right. That's technically unofficial, but Brian Shepard began the clock right when the home plate umpire started his. So this will bring up now David Hartman. Nine runs already in this inning for the Steel City Select. Ball high, 1-2. Hartman hit into a bass today. Scored a run. Batting .333. I tell you, it don't look like that. The Valley T-Boltz are going to get another at bat because of the time limits. Strike 3, 2 away. They better hurry up and get the third out. The Valley T-Boltz all game long had the momentum on their side, and then just in 1/2 inning here in the bottom of the 5th, 9 unanswered runs. Good hustle there by the right fielder and the second baseman or first baseman. No play, so it's going to be a long strike. What a momentum change here in the bottom half of this 5th inning. One and one. So could the Steel City Select advance and take on the 4 seed? If that's the case, it'll be 2 versus 4. 2 strikes the count. Ball 2. So and that is the ball game via the time limits. So the Steel City Select bats around in the bottom half of the 5th inning, scored 9 unanswered runs, and they come from behind and shock the Valley T-Boltz by the final score of 9-4, and they have advanced on into the championship game as they'll take on the Wheelhouse Arsenal. 9 unanswered runs in the bottom half of the 5th inning as the Valley T-Boltz had the momentum all game long, as you see the final scoring summary. When we return, we'll have the 9th and final game of the 9th annual Battle of the Bat baseball tournament. It's here on Video Productions. The championship game next is presented by Tournament Time Sports.